Episode 284, Pursuing the Moon Maidens. The next day, at 10 o'clock in the morning, Alex was driving a patrol car around the university campus. The scenery was beautiful, and everyone seemed to be relaxed and happy. Alex sat in the car, looking around as he listened to music on his phone. 5 young men walked over with their mobile phones in their hands. They were all fashionably dressed and had popular hairstyles. Alex smiled and shook his head as he looked at them. Typical rich kids, he thought. It's all about the money and their appearance. One of the men saw him and yelled, "Hey, that guy just laughed at us." The others followed his gaze and saw Alex in the patrol car, so they walked over and surrounded him, leaning on the vehicle. "What were you laughing at?" the man nearest Alex asked. Alex coughed, choking on the man's heavy cologne. "Isn't that scent a bit too strong?" he asked. The men laughed. "Women love it," one of them said, shrugging. "And you've got to give the women what they want." "Don't you care about making an impression?" another asked. "It's all about your clothes." "And your cologne," the first man reminded him. "Having a fancy car helps," said a third man. "Not to mention having all the latest tech." He waved his expensive phone. The man nearest Alex patted him on the shoulder. "Women like the way we look," he said. "It's not our fault that you don't have the money to take care of your appearance." Another man nudged one of his friends. "Hey, we're here to pick up women," he said. "So why are we wasting time talking to a security guard? If the women see us hanging out with him, they'll look down on us." The other boys nodded their agreement and stepped away from the patrol car. "I almost forgot why we're here." "Hey, those 4 beautiful women we saw yesterday went into that building more than an hour ago." "Yeah, I saw the photos you took. Those babes are hot, and they look like movie stars." "Let's go inside and see where they went. I'm sure they'll be happy to see us." The man closest to Alex smiled at him. "Just watch," he said. "When we come out, each of us will be with a beautiful woman." With that, the young man walked over to the building. At the entrance, they heard footsteps and women's voices coming from the stairs. A moment later, 4 women appeared. The men stood below, watching them. The 4 young women stepped outside. Each was beautiful, almost ethereal, but they all had distinct personalities. The first woman looked quiet, the second confident, the third aloof, and the fourth sweet. The men stared at them, unable to look away. Alex chuckled when he saw them, knowing they were not ordinary women. They were the Moon Maidens. The young men swarmed around the women, all talking at once. "Hello, beautiful. I'm Miles Webb from the Department of Fine Arts. What classes are you taking?" "I'm Sean Little, and I'm studying music. You're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. Can I have your number?" "I'm Percy Hoffman, and I'm doing performing arts. I have 2 movie tickets, so you want to come with me?" They blocked the women's path. They had planned this out in advance, and they were sure they would be successful. "No, thanks," Celeste said. The Moon Maidens had donated a large sum of money to the university to be allowed to study here. They had just finished filling out the admission forms and were now officially students. Despite Celeste's clear refusal, the men refused to let them go. Celine, Callisto, and Luna clenched their fists and glared at them. They were about to force the issue, but Celeste stopped them. They had worked hard to be accepted at the university so they could continue to serve Alex and Debbie. If they got in trouble so soon, it might cause problems for Alex. "Well, We should let these ladies get on with their day, Miles said. He could see that Celeste was angry. I'm sure we'll meet them again another time. It was better not to push too hard, and he was confident they would win them over soon. Let's go, Celeste said, leading the other women away. They needed to go and buy a few things and then get back to their dormitories. They didn't know Alex was a security guard on the campus, so they didn't notice him sitting in the patrol car a short distance away. Miles watched them go. If they could persuade the women to date them, their classmates would be impressed. Alex pretended to cough twice, trying to get the Moon Girl's attention. Look at that security guard, Sean said. He actually thinks he has a chance with women like them. They barely even looked at us, so they're not going to be interested in him. What a joke. The other men agreed. The security guard was aiming far too high and was bound to make a fool of himself. The four women would soon put him in his place. They expected the women to sneer at the guard and walk away. But the women all smiled and hurried over to him. Mr. Alex, Celeste called, recognizing him. You're a security guard here? I thought the Clifton family. Alex shook his head and winked at Celeste, who understood and stopped talking. Mr. Alex, you look handsome in your uniform, Celine said. Now that we're all studying here, we'll see Mr. Alex every day, Callisto said, grinning at him. Mr. Alex, you must be very tired, Luna said. Do you need us to give you a massage? Celeste put her hand on Alex's shoulders and began to rub. Celine took Alex's left arm and started to knead at the muscles while Callisto took his right arm. Luna walked around him, ready to work on his back. Miles and the others gaped at the scene in front of them. What was going on? Why were such beautiful women showering a mere security guard with attention? Hey girls, Miles said, walking over to them. This guy's just a security guard. Don't waste your time on him. Come with us, and we'll take you somewhere nice for dinner. Shut up! All four women spoke at once, annoyed at the way Miles insulted Alex. If they hadn't been worried about getting kicked off campus, Miles would already be nursing his injuries. By the way, Celeste, Alex said, gesturing at the men. These guys said that women prefer men who take care of their appearance and wear fancy clothes. Is he right? He fought back a smile, knowing the Moon Maidens would never be interested in such shallow men. Of course women like us, Miles said. We dress like pop stars, and we have plenty of money. We're much more attractive than guys like you. Exactly, Percy said. We're much better than you. You're nothing, Sean said. Do you have a death wish? Celeste asked, glowering at them. All four Moon Maidens walked straight toward Miles and his friends. They had run out of patience and couldn't tolerate these men for a moment longer.